From Red Zone Weather in Bruton, Alabama, with meteorologist Spinks Meganson. Severe weather coverage starts right now.
A tornado warning is in effect for southern Covington and far northern Okaloosa counties on this Friday afternoon. We have a possible tornado coming into areas near Lockhart and Florella in southern Covington and near areas like Laurel Hill in far northern Okaloosa County. Hope you're having a nice Friday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Spinks Meganson. Tornado warning now until 4:30 p.m. for southern Covington and northern Okaloosa County. Covington is in Alabama, Okaloosa is in Florida. So a possible tornado coming into areas near Laurel Hill and near areas like Florella in southern Covington County. So first thing we need to do is tell you exactly who's involved in this. This is a possible tornado that has developed in southern Covington County, out near Huckaville and Watkins Bridge. This is pushing toward Florella and areas near Lockhart right now. And the first thing, again, we need to do is tell you this does not involve Andalusia. This does not involve Ock. This does not involve Crestview or areas down near the beaches. This is a possible tornado near Huckaville and near Watkins Bridge pushing off to the southeast. And so a possible tornado coming into areas near Florella and near Laurel Hill over the next 5 minutes. If you know someone in those areas, you need to call them now as we have this possible tornado coming in from the northwest. Take this seriously. We want you on the lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors, putting as many walls as you possibly can between you and the outside world. This is going to be a deal that quickly comes into areas near Florella and Lake Jackson over the next few moments. Again, this escalated pretty quickly. The Weather Service had a severe thunderstorm warning in place. Now they have an active tornado warning in place for areas near Florella. If you're near Florella, we need you to be in a safe place now. Right now, lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors. Put a helmet on, something to protect your head. This is quickly going to come into areas near Florella over the next few minutes. The circulation has really come together over the last few minutes in southern Covington County, and this is making a run for northern Okaloosa County. And so south of Andalusia, no issues in Andalusia in terms of a tornado, no issues in Opp, no issues near the Andalusia Opp Regional Airport. The issues are down here in southern Covington County and far northern Okaloosa counties. This is well north of Campton, well north of Crestview. If you're in Crestview, you do not need to take tornado warning precautions. However, you do if you are in southern Covington County. We've had quite a bit of storms over the last several hours, more for the next several hours. And so, again, an active tornado warning now for parts of southern Covington and northern Okaloosa counties. Here's the possible tornado, and this is coming into Florella just like that. We'll go back over to the reflectivity source. And again, tracking this possible tornado in southern Covington County. If you're near Florella or Lake Jackson, now is the time to put on a tornado helmet. You need something to protect your head, like a helmet. We'll show you elsewhere what's happening across the region. And we do have an active tornado watch for Escambia and Covington counties, along with now all of our northwest Florida counties, valid until 10 o'clock. We may get more tornado warnings later. This is a new tornado warning for parts of Covington and southern Okaloosa counties. And at the moment, I am in the studio by myself, so I'm going to kind of manage things off camera as well. So again, the reason that we've come on the air on this Friday afternoon is this ongoing tornado warning in southern Covington County. I'm going to switch over the source to our a different viewpoint here so we can get a better vantage point for what's going on. Again, we now have a tornado warning as well for Walton County. So a new tornado warning has just come on the board for Walton County as well. Let's switch over to the velocity view. and we'll show you that this is a nasty signature producing a possible tornado right in through here. This is going to come into Florella just like that. And so Florella, Laurel Hill, Lockhart, Lake Jackson. If you're near Lake Jackson, you need to be putting on a tornado helmet, something to protect your head, as we have this possible tornado coming in from the northwest right now. Again, current time is 3:57 p.m. I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson, and we are here because of this active tornado warning that has just come on the board for southern Covington County and also far northwestern Okaloosa County. Let me show you the wide view across this area, and you can see that if you're in Destin, you are not involved in this active tornado warning. Same thing in Fort Walton Beach. Same thing in areas near Crestview. You are you're south of the tornado warning. The tornado warning is located to your north. Same thing in Andalusia and Opp. Gant, Strawn, red level. You're north of this polygon, and you don't need to do anything right now. The possible tornado is coming into Florella and areas near Lake Jackson and Lockhart and Laurel Hill from the northwest. This is certainly not the most classic tornado signature that I've ever seen on radar, but nonetheless, there definitely is rotation, and we certainly could have a tornado producing damage in southern Covington County right now, coming into areas near Florella over the next few minutes. Again, just to get your geographical bearing straight, this is where we're seeing a possible tornado. This is right along Alabama Highway 55, and this is coming to the southeast, all right? It's moving to the southeast towards Lake Jackson, toward Lockhart, and Florella, just like that. And so the call to action really is going to be from Laurel Hill in Florella. This also is going to include areas near Paxton. Paxton is on the Walton County side of the lake there near Florella, Lake Jackson. And if you are if you're driving on US Highway 331 near Florella, we would encourage you to pull over and get in a gas station, a convenience store, something that's a site-built structure that you don't need to be in a car. You don't want to be in something that's designed to move, like a car or a mobile home. So again, just to set the scene for folks that are watching across the region, we now have an active tornado watch, meaning we could have warnings for Escambia, Alabama, Covington, Alabama, also Escambia, Florida, Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton counties. But again, the reason we're here is this tornado warning, and the possible tornado is on the doorstep of Florella and areas near Lake Jackson, right there along the state line. And so possible tornado is quickly pushing in from the northwest. Most tornadoes move from southwest to northeast. This one is a little different. It's moving to the southeast into Florella from the northwest. And so possible tornado near Alabama Highway 55, right in through here, pushing into town, pushing into Lake Jackson, areas near Lake Jackson from the northwest. If you're in Flowersville or Laurel Hill, Paxton is right here. We need you in a safe place now. This possible tornado continues to push in from the northwest. And Walton County and also parts of southwestern Geneva counties are now involved in this active tornado warning, valid until 4:30 p.m. So the Weather Service in Tallahassee has also issued a tornado warning for Geneva and Walton counties. Walton County in the Florida Panhandle, of course, Geneva County in south central Alabama. Possible tornado near Florella coming in from the northwest. We'll put this in motion. I see we've got a new radar scan. This is not, again, the most classic tornado signature that I've ever seen, but I will say there certainly is rotation. And this started really back over southern Covington County near Wing. It really ramped up. And I would say that this is the strongest that this signature has been so far, as this comes into areas near Lockhart and Florella. Again, zooming in real tight, just to get your bearings straight, it looks like this tornado is going to come in right on Alabama Highway 55 into Florella and Lockhart over the next few minutes. And by the way, if you're watching in Lockhart or areas near Lake Jackson in southern Covington County, northern Walton County, near Florella, let us know what's happening at your house. Again, we want you in a safe place now, but let us know, even if you can't see the outside world, let us know what you're hearing. Do you hear heavy rain? Do you hear high winds? Do you hear a roar as this possible tornado comes in? And so again, watching this possible tornado along Alabama Highway 55 in southern Covington County. Let me stress again for folks that just may be tuning into this live feed, Andalusia, you're fine. Same thing in Opp, same thing in northern Covington County. This has nothing to do with you in the northern part of Covington County. This is strictly for the southern part of Covington County. Same thing in Okaloosa County. The only municipality involved in this active tornado warning is Laurel Hill. So Laurel Hill, you want to certainly be in a safe place. And some good news to pass along. If you're in Wing or areas near Alabama Highway 137 in Covington County, 137 is kind of the main drag that connects 29 back to down to Baker, Florida, ultimately. But if you're near 137, we'll give you a tornado all clear. Same thing at Pleasant Home, you're done. You can come out of that tornado warning hiding place. You are DONE with the tornado threat near Wing and near Pleasant Home. Clearly the issues here are coming into Lockhart, areas near Lake Jackson and Florella over the next few minutes. Let's go back over to our reflectivity source. A hook has developed, a hook echo, and that lets us know that this storm is strongly rotating as it comes into areas near Florella over the next few minutes. Here's the hook. This is coming right down 55, Alabama Highway 55 into Florella over the next few minutes. We also have rain elsewhere across the region. This is the core of the storm in Covington County coming into Florella over the next few minutes, but I'll zoom out and show you the entire local area has had quite a bit of rain intermittently today, except down around the coast where it's been drier. But if you're farther inland, near places like Monroeville, Thomasville, Evergreen, Greenville, back over to Chatham, there's been quite a bit of rain today. If you're in Northwest Florida, most of this weather, wet weather anyway, is coming in from the north, and over the next several hours, we're going to have quite a bit of active weather in Northwest Florida. But again, the reason we're here is this. It's a possible tornado coming into Florella. And let me just stress, if you are in Opp, I see that there are some comments indicating that we've got sirens sounding countywide in Covington County. You are fine right now. You are fine in Opp, Andalusia, Strawn, Rose Hill, Antioch, Red Level, Gant, Carolina, Loango. You are fine. I realize the sirens are going off, but I'm telling you, you are all clear from a tornado threat right now anyway in the northern part of Covington County. The issues are down here on the south side of the county, specifically coming into areas near Florella and areas near Lockhart and Lake Jackson. So again, just to clarify for folks watching in Covington County, apparently they have a policy that sounds these sirens county-wide, but the issues are specifically in Florella and Lockhart and Lake Jackson. So again, you're fine in the northern part of Covington County. The issues are down here near Florella. Same thing in Laurel Hill. As a course of least regret, we need you to take action and protect yourself if you are near Laurel Hill. Lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors, putting as many walls as you possibly can between you and the outside world. Do not be driving right now on Alabama Highway 55 from Andalusia down to Florella. Also, no driving on 331 from Opp down to Onika and ultimately Florella. Even in northern Walton County, possible tornado coming in, going to cross Lake Jackson from the northwest. Generally, tornadoes move from southwest to northeast. In this case, this is kind of a weird one. It's moving from northwest to southeast, straight into Florella, right there on the state line. And so Be in a safe place in Florella. We've also got loud and proud storms happening right now across Escambia County, Alabama, near Bruton, East Bruton, back over to Atmore. Storms also firing in parts of Mobile and Baldwin counties, but for now, these storms are below severe limits. Small hail possible over the next few minutes near Theodore in southern Mobile County. There could be some small hail in this storm. Same thing near St. Elmo, Dees, Irvington, near I-10. Not a severe storm in Mobile County, but it is one to watch as it continues pushing off to the east. Loud and proud storms also happening near East Bruton, Riverview, Dixonville, back over to Flomaton. Possible tornado is the main focus of concern as of 4:07 p.m. And again, for those that just may be joining us, I am in the studio by myself at this point, so I'm off camera navigating the radar. And let's go over to our velocity view so that I can show you. Yeah, this thing is wrapped up, coming down Alabama Highway 55. And the Weather Service is now considering a severe thunderstorm warning for Mobile County. And so a severe thunderstorm warning is coming for Mobile County. We had a lightning strike very near our studio over the last few seconds here in Bruton, where I am. But again, a new severe thunderstorm warning is about to be issued for Mobile County. But it can't be stressed enough, if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook Live, if you know someone near Florella, Alabama, Lockhart, Alabama, if you know someone that would be near Lake Jackson at 4:08 p.m. on a Friday, call them as we have a possible tornado coming in from the northwest, straight down Alabama Highway 55. And this is going to be an issue near County Highway 4, which is right there in the southern part of Covington County over the next few moments. So no travel on County Highway 4 from Wing back over to Florella. Possible tornado coming in from the northwest. Here's your tornado signature. You're going to see it on radar. There it comes straight into Florella and areas near Lake Jackson over the next few minutes. So be in that tornado safe place. And again, for folks downwind of this in Washington County and also areas in southern Geneva County near Hakota, south of Sampson, you are involved in this tornado warning as well. This does continue into Walton County. Just looking at this, it does look like the core danger zone is going to pass just to the north of Laurel Hill and Okaloosa County. It looks like this is going to remain more of an issue for Covington County, Alabama, extending into Walton County. But if you're in Laurel Hill, I want you to be in that safe place as we have a very close situation here. It's very, very close. And so if you're in Laurel Hill, be in a safe place. Also, let's quickly show you this new severe thunderstorm warning that has just come on the board. This is going to be for parts of southern Mobile County. So if you're in Tillman's Corner, Theodore, Navco, Grand Bay, also areas near St. Elmo. New severe thunderstorm warning for southern Mobile County. Could have large hail up to quarter size over the next few minutes, coming out toward DIP over the next 10 to 15 minutes. So again, southern Mobile County, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for you. This does not include downtown Mobile. If you're in downtown Mobile or Midtown or the campus of the University of South Alabama, this does not include you. This includes areas south of downtown out towards Brookley Field and points south down to Sunny Cove, areas near Hollinger's Island, Bellefontaine, Bellingrath Gardens, Theodore. New severe thunderstorm warning for you. Let's go back to our storm in southern Covington County, coming into Florella over the next few moments. And this is a storm that it's moving, but it's not moving terribly quickly at about 30 miles an hour. This is basically straddling the state line, I should say, at this point. And this possible tornado is imminently going to be in areas near Florella. That thing is right over Florella and Lake Jackson at this point. And so if you are in Florella and just now catching this, be in a safe place. This tornado is right over you in Florella, possible tornado, I should say. And this is quickly moving off to the southeast. And so it looks like the speed of this may be picking up just a bit in the last few scans. I want to play the radar for you so that you can see this thing has come down 55, Alabama Highway 55, and this is basically at Florella and Lake Jackson now. Tell you what, let's go over to the debris tracker and see if we are seeing anything in the way of debris. I don't see anything being lofted into the sky, but that doesn't mean that there's not a tornado down. There very well could be right now near Florella, and so you are in an imminent danger zone now in Florella. Be in a safe place. The good news is for folks back near Wing, Givens Bridge, and Watkins Bridge right there is on Alabama Highway 55, and again, for folks near Watkins Bridge, the tornado threat has now passed you to your southeast, unfortunately right over a populated area at Florella. And so if you're at Florella, be in a safe place. I know I've said it 500 times, but we've got folks coming in this stream and out of the stream very, very quickly. And so please be in a safe place. Same thing at Paxton. Britton Hill, which is the highest point in the state of Florida. If you live near the little park there, right there at Britton Hill, be in a safe place. This thing's coming right towards you. And let me just emphasize as well, Crestview, you are fine right now. Same thing at Niceville, same thing at Destin. Also areas near Fort Walton Beach and Mary Esther. This possible tornado is passing well to your north. There is no reason at all to do anything right now in terms of tornado preparation, imminently anyway, near Crestview. I realize that, you know, some of these county warning systems give alerts for whole counties. And in this case, we've got tornado sirens sounding across Covington County. But let me stress, again, just to put folks at ease, red level, Antioch, Strawn, Andalusia, Opp, also areas near Babby, Oneika, even Green Bay. You are fine. The issues are strictly down here in the southern part of Covington County, where we have this active tornado warning. Again, just watching the comments here. If you have damage, certainly we want you to stay in a safe place, but let us know what you're seeing or hearing, I should say, from your safe place if you are hunkered down near Florella and areas near Lockhart in southern Covington County. This is going to quickly come out over Lake Jackson and McRae, coming towards Britton Hill and Paxton over the next few moments. Be in a safe place if you're near those areas. Also Gaskin. We haven't called out Gaskin. You got about 3 to 4 minutes in Gaskin. You need to be in a safe place. This is right over Florella, Lake Jackson, and Paxton. And this is going to come out towards Gaskin in the far northern part of Walton County over the next few minutes. If you are in Mossy Head, Defuniak Springs, areas near the beaches of Walton County, which of course would be Miramar Beach, Seaside, Santa Rosa Beach, you are fine right now. This is strictly an issue way up here near the state line. So again, no tornado warning precautions needed for southern Walton County. The issues are specifically in the northern part of Walton County, near Paxton, near the state line over the next few minutes. Just kind of looking at this, I am beginning to believe that this is quickly becoming more of a widespread damaging wind deal. There still is rotation on radar, but the wind in this storm is quite strong. We could see upwards of 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts, even if there's not a tornado. And again, this is coming into areas near Gaskin and Britton Hill over the next few minutes. Britton Hill is the highest point in the state of Florida. If you live near, there's a little state park right there at Britton Hill in northern Walton County. We need you to be in a safe place now. Possible tornado is on your doorstep, going to be exiting out in the next 3 to 4 minutes of Florella, Lake Jackson, Lockhart, and Paxton. And again, I'm watching the Facebook comments. I don't often get to do that, but because I'm manning this storm by myself per se, I actually can see some of the comments on Facebook. So if you are in Florella, we want you in your safe place, but let me know what is happening where you are. If you can see maybe out a distant window, that would be incredibly helpful for folks to kind of let us know what they're seeing and hearing, hopefully in your safe place, away from windows, away from doors, putting as many walls as you possibly can between you and the outside world in Florella. Again, let me stress for folks back here in Wing, Pleasant Home, Watkins Bridge, Gibbons Bridge, right there along County Highway 4 in southern Covington County. The issues are specifically now right over Florella and areas near Lockhart. And so you are fine right now in southern Covington County, specifically near Gibbons Bridge and Watkins Bridge. We can give you a temporary tornado all clear. There may be more storms later. Again, this one's right over Florella, coming out of Florella over the next few moments, entering into northern Walton County, and also potentially this may skirt the far southwestern corner of Geneva County. Geneva City is not involved in the tornado warning. It is under a severe thunderstorm warning if you're watching from the city of Geneva, Alabama, but the tornado warning specifically is for areas near Hakota, south of Sampson, very near the state line. Possible tornado coming in from the northwest. And again, tornadoes generally move from northwest to southeast, but this is a different one. This is moving to the east-southeast, basically straddling the state line between Walton and Covington counties at this point. Hey, here's some good news. If you're in Laurel Hill and Okaloosa County, specifically Okaloosa County, I'll give you an all clear. The tornado threat has clearly passed to your north and to your east, and specifically for areas near Laurel Hill, all clear from the imminent tornado threat. You're done with the tornado threat in Okaloosa County. This is now exclusively an issue for southern Covington and far northern Walton, and also the far southwestern corner of Geneva County. So right over areas near McRae, and also coming into Britton Hill over the next few moments. Seeing a few reports that we have tornado sirens still going off across the entirety of Covington County. But again, let me stress, Red Level, Andalusia, Opp, Oneida, Libertyville, Carolina, all clear. You're fine right now. Everybody is fine in Covington County except areas near Lockhart, Florella, and Lake Jackson. And for folks that have been watching for this whole time, you've heard me say that several times, but again, we got folks coming in and out of the stream, and so that's why we try to keep everyone updated. Some good news, the tornado warning is out for Okaloosa County. We gave you an all clear about 2 minutes ago in Laurel Hill, but that has officially come on the board, and Laurel Hill is out. So again, all clear for Laurel Hill. Let's give it 5 more minutes in Florella and Lockhart and areas near Lake Jackson, and we'll be able to give you an all clear. We can't do that just yet. Again, this possible tornado is in southern Covington County right now, about to cross into the northern part of Walton County in northwest Florida over the next little bit. Let's actually go over to our velocity view, and I do want to do a scan across the region just to make sure I don't see any other developing tornadoes. Tell you what, let's go over to our Mobile radar. I do want to check on the storm that has prompted a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Mobile County. There is some wind in that storm, and you definitely are about to have some heavy rain near Theodore and Irvington. Same thing in Tillman's Corner, could have some small hail and gusty winds. There appears to be kind of an appendage on that storm near Irvington. Let me check that out. The good news is I don't see an immediate tornado threat with this storm in Mobile County. This is going to pass just to the south of downtown Mobile. Downtown Mobile is not involved in any type of warning. This is south of Mobile. And the possible tornado is coming out here near Britton Hill over the next few minutes. If I go silent, just bear with me. Let's give it 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes in Florella, and we'll be able to give you an all clear. Won't be long now. And this is quickly becoming an issue for Walton County. Let me take you back over to the velocity. Yeah, and this is about to be in northern Walton and also in southwestern Geneva County. So let me stress for folks in Hakoda, Gaskin, you need to be in a safe place right now. Don't play with this thing. Possible tornado coming in from the northwest. Yeah, that thing means business. Could have gusty winds over the next few minutes as far north as Onika, but again, the tornado threat is to your south. Tornado threat to your south in Onika. Again, let me stress, this siren issue is just very confusing, but there is no tornado threat. I have seen 500 comments over the last 20 minutes across Covington County, but there is no issue right now in Andalusia or Opp or areas near Babby or the Andalusia Opp Regional Airport. The issues are specifically here near Florella, coming out toward Britton Hill and Gaskin and Hakoda over the next few minutes. That thing is maintaining its hook on the reflectivity, and this is quickly going to be an issue for Geneva and Walton counties. Let's give it 2 more minutes in Florella and Lockhart, and I'll be able to give you an all clear. I'm looking at the clock, it's 4:23. Let's give it until 4:25, and I'll be able to give you an all clear in Florella. By the way, I have seen no reports of damage. I am getting reports of power outages in parts of this area, specifically near Paxton. Also seeing some reports of power outages on the Alabama side near Lake Jackson and Florella. This thing has strengthened, though, over the last few moments, and this possible tornado is going to be out here toward Britton Hill, perhaps right along the state line. I mean, right on the state line at this point. This is coming down toward the triple point between Covington, Geneva, and far northern Walton counties. And so, possible tornado is coming if you live near that triple point. At Geneva, Covington, and Walton, where they come together, you need to be putting on a tornado helmet now. Don't play with this, as we could have a tornado on the ground at this point. This has strengthened. I don't see debris necessarily being lofted into the sky, but not all tornadoes produce a debris signature, and there could be a tornado down pushing into areas near Britton Hill and Gaskin over the next few minutes. Also seeing reports separately outside of this tornado warning that we have had power outages over the last few minutes in eastern Escambia County, Alabama. So eastern Escambia County is now reporting power outages, specifically near Bradley. Also, let me stress, if you need to travel on US Highway 29, anywhere on 29, we've got nasty storms happening, but there is no warning in effect for any part of US Highway 29. Same thing on US Highway 84. If you need to get on 84 right now, you are fine. I would encourage no travel over the next 10 minutes or so from Opp down to Florella. Same thing on 331 from Defuniak up to Florella. You can't be going into this storm. I tell you, I'm seeing on YouTube and on Facebook, we got several reports of power outages. So something has happened here, whether it be a tree on a line or multiple trees down in southern Covington County. This thing has caused some damage over the last few minutes as this possible tornado has pushed through areas near Florella. Let me quickly check on our storm in southern Mobile County as well. Could have some large hail over the next few minutes. near Navco and DIP, Dauphin Island Parkway, Bellefontaine. Also areas near Theodore and Tillman's Corner. Large hail up to quarter size being possible. Also could have damaging wind gusts. This is for southern Mobile County. Again, southern Mobile County under a severe thunderstorm warning. That is the only other warning that we have. You've got loud and proud storms right now near you, right? Also storms coming into Century. Storms near Bruton, East Bruton, and Riverview, along with areas out near Bradley, but those storms are below severe limits. And it looks like the Weather Service in Tallahassee, yeah, they're going to call this an observed tornado. Let me see what that is about. I'll pull up the text for you to see us, or see it together, I should say. And yeah, they're calling this an observed tornado. So let's see if we can find the source of that confirmation. We'll go back over to the velocity. This thing is right near that triple point coming into Gaskin. And so, again, this is a confirmed tornado at this point. The Weather Service in Tallahassee calling this a confirmed tornado coming into Gaskin over the next 5 minutes. And let me pull that text up again so I can get a better read for what the Weather Service specifically is confirming this by. Yeah, they're calling this a radar confirmed tornado. So we have debris that's been lofted into the sky over the last few minutes, and I'm afraid that folks near Florella have taken a tornado hit over the last few minutes. I know that we've got power out. I know that we've seen several reports of trees down, but it looks like a tornado has indeed developed with this tornado warning, and this is going to come into areas near Gaskin over the next few minutes. Let me stress, because I know that we've got folks coming in and out of these streams on YouTube and Facebook Live and everywhere else. If you're in Defuniak Springs or Freeport or areas near Santa Rosa Beach, this has nothing to do with you. This is specifically way up here in the northern part of Walton County coming into Gaskin. Gaskin is really the only place in the immediate danger zone, but if you're in Darlington or Glendale, this is north of Defuniak Springs, that is, you are also technically involved in this tornado warning, and so you certainly need to be in a safe place now. Here's some good news. If you are in Florella or Lockhart, I will give you an all clear. So again, Florella and Lockhart, all clear. You're behind this signature. Same thing in Paxton, same thing at Lake Jackson. All clear from the possible tornado threat. That's now a confirmed tornado coming into Walton County. And so we're going to hang with this for the next little bit as we're tracking a possible tornado, or really a confirmed tornado at this point. And what's going to happen, the Weather Service, I believe, is going to let this warning go for southern Covington County in about 15 seconds. We'll see what they do on that. It really doesn't matter, because this is going to be a deal that comes into Gaskin over the next few minutes. Yeah, the Weather Service is confirming in the next few moments this polygon in southern Covington is going away. It is now 5:30 in the east. It's 2:30 out west, and it's 4:30 p.m. here in South Alabama and Northwest Florida, where we have just dropped the tornado warning for Covington County. So again, the tornado warning for Covington County is done. D-O-N-E. No more tornado warning for Covington County. We have had damage over the last few minutes in parts of southern Covington County. So again, we have had tornado damage, or at minimum straight line wind damage near and just north of Lake Jackson in southern Covington County. This is going to come into Gaskin over the next few minutes, and this is a damaging storm. This is going to come into also areas near Darlington, and I see that this also technically does include far northwestern Holmes County as well in the Florida Panhandle. And so let me kind of do a reset here. As of 4:30 p.m., we've been tracking a possible tornado that has rumbled through Covington County, far southern Covington County. And now the threat is coming into Walton and the far southwestern corner of Geneva County. If you're in the city of Geneva or Slocum, Hartford, Sampson, this has nothing to do with you in terms of the imminent tornado threat. The issues are coming into here in areas near Gaskin and even Hakota at this point, I believe. Let's look at this. Yeah, Hakota is north of the polygon. And so if you're in Hakota, this is clearly going to pass just to your south out near the state line. And so let me be clear in saying a tornado warning does continue for areas south of Hakota in Geneva County and also areas near Gaskin, Glendale, I should say, in northern Walton counties. This does not include areas down here near the northwest Florida beaches, near Sandestin or Seaside, but it does include areas in the far northern end of Walton County near Gaskin and Glendale. So let's do a reset here across South Alabama and Northwest Florida. As of 4:32 p.m., the only warning that we have in our primary coverage area is happening here in southern Mobile County. And this is a severe thunderstorm warning, not a tornado warning. Large hail possible over the next few minutes. This is going to cross Mobile Bay and potentially come into areas near the eastern shore over the next few minutes. We could have large hail and damaging winds coming into areas near Daphne and also areas near Fairhope, Montrose, and Point Clear in the next several minutes. So we'll be watching that storm. Let me actually check real quick to make sure that we're not going to get a tornado warning on that. I don't believe we are. Yeah, that clearly is a damaging wind threat. So damaging winds possible very near the coastline, the western shore of Mobile Bay over the next few minutes. That's in Mobile County. Again, the reason that we came on the air was a possible tornado in southern Covington County that has now moved into far northern Walton County in the Florida Panhandle region. And again, I don't see anything else that would suggest an imminent tornado threat across the region, which is certainly a good thing. Loud and proud thunderstorms continue near Uri. You've got loud and proud storms near Uri coming into areas near Repton, Belleville, and Lenox in southern Conecuh County. And I see we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning. So let's tell you about that. This is a new severe thunderstorm warning for Okaloosa County. And this is going to be for the same areas that were just involved in this tornado warning. So this is a new severe thunderstorm warning. And this is going to be for areas near Lockhart, Florella, and Wing. We have a situation where we do have some gusty winds coming back into the same areas that were just affected by the possible tornado. Let's go over to the velocity view. Good news is I don't see strong rotation, but you certainly may have damaging straight line winds near Laurel Hill and also Lockhart and Florella, Lake Jackson over the next few minutes. I see we actually have a new separate severe thunderstorm warning that's going to be issued as well, and this is likely going to include areas near Daphne and Fairhope. Let me check on this because we're waiting on this new warning to come in. Actually, no, this is going to be the warning that was just issued for southern Covington County. And so a severe thunderstorm warning does continue. A new warning, new severe thunderstorm warning, meaning we may have gusty winds up to 60 miles an hour shortly near Laurel Hill, Florella, also Wing, Good Hope, and also areas near Givens Bridge right there along County Highway 4 in southern Covington County. Tornado warning does continue for northern Walton County due to a possible tornado coming in near Gaskin. And I see that the Weather Service in Tallahassee has actually trimmed that polygon back. This warning goes until 5 o'clock. It also includes southern Geneva County, south of Hakota. Good news is City of Geneva and also Sampson not involved in that. That warning technically also does include northwestern Holmes County. So again, a tornado warning for far northern Walton County. Because we don't have any active tornado warnings for South Alabama or Northwest Florida in our primary coverage area, what we're going to do, lots to catch up on in the Red Zone Weather app. We're going to go back to covering storms in the app over the next few minutes. As always, if we have more tornado warnings, which will be possible over the next several hours, I'll come straight back on Facebook Live and bring you the very latest. Again, a tornado warning does continue until 5 o'clock for far northern Walton County, specifically near Gaskin. On behalf of all of us at Red Zone Group LLC, I'm Spinks Megginson saying goodbye for now. More warnings possible later.
Be sure to find us across social media, and don't forget to download the free Red Zone Weather app and set up your customized alerts. Please support our Red Zone weather sponsors who make our coverage possible every single day.